It's very hard to work with a gifted comic, and he's a funny man. It's hard in the sense that you're supposed to be, in my character being the stoic, hard-nosed dad. It became very difficult at times to keep from laughing out loud when we'd have scenes together. But he was always so receptive to doing anything, particularly of a physical nature, because he's physically a funny guy. And I have a lot of memories and images of cartoons and comic books. And one of the funniest images I'd ever seen in a comic book or in a cartoon was one character running by a door and an arm reaching out, grabbing that character and snatching him back into the room that he just ran by. So I suggested that to Jim, and his eyes lit up, and he said, "Yeah." So he backed down the hallway. I got in the room that he would just run out of as JJ, and his arms are all akimbo, and he's like he's got to get out of the room, and his arm reaches out, snatches him by the collar, and snatches him back, and his feet are flying, and we both broke up. I mean, we were both screaming because we knew intuitively how funny it was going to look. And sure enough, when they ran it back, the crew was in tears. They couldn't, because it was just like a cartoon. It was like special effects. It snatched them back into the room. So we got a good laugh out of that. And as I said, Jimmie was such a funny person that when we had a good comedic scene together, it was all, very often I'd have to look away because you could see me, I'm biting my lip to keep from laughing. And sure, we had creative differences, as all cast members do about every project they're involved in, but nothing that defeated the purpose of the show. It still turned out to be a funny show, and recently we had our second reunion. There was a big autograph show in Parsippany, New Jersey, and was the first time in 40 years that Jimmie, Ralph Carter, who played my youngest son Michael, Bernadette Stannis was there, and Johnny Brown, who played Bookman, or Buffalo Butt, as we gave him the nickname. He wasn't there because of a conflict in his schedule, and the next door neighbor, Walona, could not make it for health reasons, but it was wonderful. After all those years, 40 years of working with that family, to be reunited with them, it was a good feeling.